Hello and welcome back to Black Geyser, and if you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this video is kindly sponsored. So, when we left off, we were in the Crone's little cabin here, and we had also leveled up, so that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We have 1 point available in general and class skills, and 4 points available for our weapon skills, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm going to be going for more... I think bargaining and persuasion. I actually really want to be good at persuading people because I feel like some of the more interesting conversation options are going to lead us to some really funny and maybe extremely intriguing places. So I'm very much looking forward to that. We're also going to be going for, once again, Seasoned Warrior, and then otherwise I'm just going to be pumping as many points as I can into large blades. I really want to be super good at using my Claymore right now. Anyway, let's exit the Crone's little hut, and we will make our way to Isilmerald, which is probably over in this direction. I mean, or maybe not, actually. The travel exit apparently appears to be over there, but I kind of want to go and see what's going on there, to be honest. There's also a little bush here that we might want to interact with, because there's no doubt going to be something that we can potentially take. Yeah, it's an insect. Maybe it's going to be used for alchemy or something like that. I'm actually going to attack this thing over here. And get it. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm basically just trying to get experience right now. So any enemy that I see, I'm literally just going to try and attack, because I feel like leveling up right now would probably be pretty useful for us. And while it may not give us a huge amount of experience most of the time, like those other guys, those little maggot kind of things, they gave us a much larger amount of experience than the fox did. So there's obviously different levels. And you can see there's another 25 experience. What's this? Oh, okay. We might be going into a slightly more difficult area here. But yeah, these guys, they're going to die just as easily as the other ones. And we shouldn't have too many difficulties with that. And look, I mean, look at how much experience I'm actually getting for each of these kills. 120 experience for taking out these white writhers. And what is that? That looks like a zombie. Yes, that's a ghoul of some kind. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just pause the game real quick. How do I see? Okay, so this might be interesting. Okay, I'm going to fight it. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I was like, oh, yes, it's going to be a difficult fight. No. It's just a one hit. It's a one-hit kill because we have so much, you know, in claymores and two-handed large blades that generally I feel like we're going to, for the most part, though slightly weaker enemies, I think we should be completely fine to deal with them. Alright, so I'm just going to loot this real quick, and then we will be making our way over to the travel point. Oh, there's actually a travel exit over there as well, so I might as well go this way instead. We are much closer to this. And, you know, if I had this amount of large blades in the previous episode, I probably would have been able to deal with that volunteer guy without too many difficulties. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so yeah, this is the world map, by the way. This is the world map you could see here. It's actually kind of amazing and massive. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that is indeed the world map. Okay, yeah, so obviously we are right here in the hidden cabin, and we are going to be... making our way. Oh, we've got to use a different exit by the looks of things to unlock this area. Oh, okay. Well, that's perfectly fine. So I have reached the next little area, which is the Merchant's Road, and as you can see, my quest has been updated. So, leaving the Crone's swampy forest abode behind, I found myself on a long stretch of road heading northeast to southwest. I believe this is the Merchant's Road, which leads to Isilmerald's capital. Certainly, someone there can catch me up on recent events. Now, I think that there's definitely been some kind of time skip that has happened. I actually, well, as I say, I really do not know because I did not want to experience any of this game before actually recording it, because I personally feel like experiencing RPGs for the first time is a quintessential joy, and I'd very much like to continue doing that. Okay, yes, I'm just going to run away now, and then we're going to attack. And then we're going to run away because I missed. And then I'm going to attack. There we go. And that's basically how I'm going to generally do fighting. Like, I'm going to fight in this way because what's generally going to happen is if I'm outnumbered, by a pretty significant amount, as you can see right there, 3 versus 1, that's a pretty big amount. And while these guys don't deal the most amount of damage that an enemy could, it's probably a good idea to use strategy to solve most problems. And the strategy, of course, of running away, hitting is pretty effective. So that's what I'm going to mostly do if needed. And we've got some more enemies around here as well. I'm actually not entirely sure how close we are to leveling up or anything like that, but I don't know whether it matters, to be honest. I don't know whether it matters, because we're going to level up no matter what. It's just a case of us performing certain actions in the game, and then eventually we will level up no matter what. So I'm pretty happy with how the game is structured so far. Personally, I really don't have an issue with... I mean, that's the point. If you see an experience bar, are you just going to be preoccupied with seeing that experience bar and then thinking to yourself, I should really get more experience, you know what I mean? It's putting more focus on the actual gameplay of getting experience than it is actually experiencing the world itself and running around and interacting with people and so on and so forth. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just how I feel. Anyway, we're just gonna murder a couple of these guys. I mean, is it murder really? Not really. And, oh, actually, I should probably take a look at the, at the map. Yeah, generally, once we have uncovered... Ooh. Oh, hello, Mr. Gavin. Good day, sir. On your way to Isilmerald, I warrant. A wise choice, given the circumstances. It's been several days since I fled Darren Gould. I was already doubtful of our chances against Isilmerald before the War Council decided to make it smooth. But when the plague struck, I grew certain I was on the wrong side. Oh, okay. Apparently this guy is going to be able to give us a little bit of information. So I'm going to say the plague. How can you not have heard? Have you been living at the bottom of the sea? Darren Gould declared war on Isilmerald a few days back, and has already gained a foothold in the south of the kingdom. Militarily, it was quite the feat. But a terrible illness began to rage across the city almost immediately thereafter. Citizens have been taking to their beds several weeks before, but no one thought it was serious. Now they've begun taking to their graves, and in the dozens. I took that as a sign to leave town, but don't you go calling me a coward. A merchant has no true home anyway, that's how I look at it. And you know, I managed to bring some of my wares with me from Darren Gould. Care to take a look? Well, you really seem to know your way around. Do you know anything about the raid by Darren Gould on the Espen estate? This happened a few days back. Oh, so it's only been a few days. Yeah, I heard something about that, but I was preparing to leave Darren Gould at the time and didn't pay much heed. If you're interested, you should try your luck in Isilmerald, just ahead. In fact, it's probably the best place in Darren to find what you're looking for. Have you heard of the Hall of Records? It houses the greatest collection of written history, poetry and natural science in Yarangol. I'm sure the scholars who study there can fill you in on recent important events. Okay, well, what do you have on offer? Good for travelers, okay. Feel free to browse. Okay, show me what you have. Okay, now let's have a look. What does he actually have? You can see their stock on the left side of the screen, while your selected character's inventory can be seen on the right. You can switch between people and so on and so forth. Okay, yeah, so you can switch between people with this drop-down menu. Obviously, I don't have anyone else, so we won't be able to do anything there. Okay, what about Potion of Healing? Do I have any money? I have 31 gold pieces. I am an absolutely poor individual. Try using the All button. Oh, that actually makes much more sense. Multiple items can be selected on them by holding down the control key. Okay, so I should probably sell the candles, shouldn't I? Sell the candles. Do I want to sell anything else? Well, maybe not, because if you take a look here, I might want to sell the animal pelts, but I'm not sure whether they're actually going to be used. No, they're just miscellaneous. They apparently are not used for any kind of crafting. Otherwise, they should tell me, right? I mean, question mark? I actually have no idea, but yeah, I can sell all of these infantry arming swords. I literally should have just picked up every single thing that I could get my hands on in that first initial event, because now I'm basically getting massive amounts of cash from that, which is really, really nice. And I probably should have taken more notice of it, to be honest. Oh well, never mind. Traveler's Cane, yeah, I'm not going to be using that. Wooden Buckler, not going to be using that either, so we're going to sell that. There we go. Now I have 426 That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, 426. So technically I could buy a potion. Do I care about potions? Yeah, kind of. But do I really want to spend 198 gold pieces on a potion of healing? Probably not. So I'm going to just leave him to his little merchant goings on, whatever he wants to do. And I'm just going to explore a little bit further around here because you never know. Maybe we're going to come across something that could be potentially useful. Oh, there seems to be something going on here. Oh, a pretty significant goings-on is going on here. Thank you very much. Okay, oh, we've got some... Oh my, hello there. I will be taking all of this. Thank you very much. I will be putting all of this on as well. Oh yeah. Oh, I just stole his gear. Oh, I feel bad now, actually. I just stole a corpse's gear. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Okay, I know. Don't worry. It's just a game, alright? It's just a game. Generally, this is not something that I do, but if it's got good gear, then why not, right? Who's this guy? I have no idea who this guy is. I'm going to be speaking to him in just a second. I'm just going to finish looting all of his friends right in front of him. I'm sure he's going to be very pleased with this.
Sore excited is. No, the walls of man are none of more. Praise the stone. I am Helgenhard. Call me Helga, that's too much of a mouthful.
Do you know why they were fighting?
Is that a serious question? Even a league beneath the Skag Mountains, everyone knows of the war.
I see some in the livery of Isilmerald and their foes also in uniform and therefore not bandits or fugitives. Yes, seasoned warrior. You're a man of war then, and lucky to wear no such livery yourself.
Anyway, this was one of the smaller battles between Isilmerald and Derenguld.
Well, since we are on the same road, why don't we walk it together? I was thinking the same thing myself, but by both habit and predilection, I am always careful of my companions. Tell me what brings you out on this desolate road alone. Okay, so I'm going to tell him our story, I think. A series of very confusing events, to be honest.
Wow, that's quite a tale. If I was a bard, I'd be taking notes right now. Huh. It stands to reason that with your father dead, you are the heir to his estate.
Well, I'm not quite sure what I should do about the estate. You'll need to lay claim to it yourself. No one is going to walk up and hand it to you. If only there was somewhere all my questions could be resolved.
This is the road to Isilmerald, you know. Capital of Isilmerald, and also the world capital of noble titles.
The city's Hall of Records boasts the largest collection of histories in Yerangol. I myself am planning to visit to research some family matters. You would be wise to do the same. Well, it seems the answers I'm looking for will lie there, if anywhere. But enough talking. Let's go. Sounds like a good place as any to go. Care to join me? Yeah, I'm going to say that.
Excellent! Onwards to Isilmerald!
Alright, so he's actually joined us. Well, having one of your companions selected, you can use the interact button to initiate a conversation with them. You can learn more about their backgrounds, progress their quests, or make them leave your group this way.
I'm listening.
Okay, so can we... Oh yeah, we can then talk to him like this. Aha, okay. So, shall we say, you never told me why you were so interested in visiting the Hall of Records when we met, which was literally 5 seconds ago, but I'm sure he doesn't know that. Well, as I believe I mentioned before, it's a family matter. A century or more back, my clan split into 2 separate bloodlines, each with its own strong traditions and beliefs. As you might guess, the bull-headed nature of my kin has made living alongside one another difficult. Now a new and very rich vein of gemstone has been discovered in the depths of Stundahum, and the feud between my brothers and sisters has come near a point where bloodshed will be inevitable. I heard of a dwarven keeper working in the Hall of Records, one whose research focuses on the history of the Northern Realm and our kind. Feuds similar to the one dividing my relations have always been common among dwarves. I need to learn from him how such problems were resolved by our ancestors. Well, it's probably going to be by combat, isn't it? All I know about this fellow is his name, Hallbrag. Hallbrag? I need to talk to him as soon as we get to the Hall of Records. Alright, good to know, good to know. Alright, so he also needs to level up, so that's probably what we should do. So he has 1 point available in Bargain and Persuasion. That's actually hilarious that he also has Bargain and Persuasion. Generally, if I had known I was going to get this guy, I probably wouldn't have spec'd so much into Bargain and Persuasion as well, but because he's already spec'd a whole bunch into it, I'm just going to continue along the line that he's currently doing. And he's also got Seasoned Warrior too, so we're just going to continue doing Seasoned Warrior for him. I have no idea what kind of weapon he's using. Can I actually check that? Yeah. You have not spent all your skill points yet. Yeah, I'd actually like to check and see what he's even using. I guess he's using battle axes and things like that. So let me just give him a couple of points in that and a couple of points in war clubs and hammers, just to, you know, spread things out a little bit, just so that he has a little bit of adaptability. For my own character, though, oh no, I'm just a one-trick pony, thank you very much. Anyway, yeah, it seems like he has a battle axe, as you can see right there. So anyway, let's select our entire party, and it's good that I explored, isn't it? It's good that I explored. I mean, generally, wait a minute, yes, I was literally supposed to come this way, but I took the roundabout method and literally went upwards all the way around and just decided to completely ignore this area, which has a very, very big event going on. That is just like me, isn't it? Alright, so let's move on to the edge of the map, and then we'll be able to exit and move on to Isilmerald, finally. And now we are being attacked. Yes, now we are being attacked. Okay, so I actually went through to the Isilmerald gates, and that is exactly where we are at the moment. And so we are going to now have to defend ourselves, which obviously we are going to do. So let's just attack these guys. Oh, this should be pretty easy, I think. Wow, this guy is an absolute tank. You know, if I had known that shields were so incredibly... I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's kind of obvious, right? Shields being that powerful, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. Okay, so there we go. We are now done with that particular fight. That was kind of interesting. I mean, generally we were ambushed by some forest kobolds, and yeah, that's basically that. I wonder, is there anything else that I can do here? No, there isn't anything else. Okay, so yeah, that was basically just the ambush. All right, and you know, that's what's so funny. I literally thought to myself, we're going to take a huge amount of damage here because there are 5 enemies, and let's face it, 5 against 2, it's obvious that we're going to take some damage, but we actually ended up taking 0 damage completely because Mr. Dwarf Man, I can't remember his name now. What is his name again? Helgenhar, yes, this guy. Helgenhar, he literally has the greatest defense in the world because it seems like he was able to defend against every single attack that we were about to suffer. So yeah, we actually sustained no damage whatsoever, which is super nice. Anyway, let's go in to Isilmerald. I'm sure they're going to very much allow me to enter with my sword drawn. I think they will probably, won't they? Are they going to do that whole are they going to do that whole Elder Scrolls thing where they go, stop right there, criminal scum? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Not sure. Ah, stand to there. What's your business in the capital? Not a merchant by the look of it. My name is Borgar, and I'm heir to the estate of Lord Espen, and I've come to claim my... No. I'm afraid I will not be going for the straightforward route. I will say I'm looking for work as a mercenary. Is that so? Strong arm is always welcome here, as long as you're fighting for the right side. What are your feelings about the Darren Gould Rebellion? Well, this is obviously a Darren Gould stronghold, so... I will say I witnessed them kill my father with my own eyes. Good enough. Go on in. Okay, that's well. There you go. He's pretty happy with that then. All right, so we're gonna go to the market street. Yeah, so this is actually what's currently going on with the world map right now. So obviously, as you continue to explore the world, you're going to uncover various places of interest. And so we're going to go to the market street first. Brilliant sleight of hand, Horrormill. I reckon Lord Markhem still doesn't know he's lighter by the weight of one fancy bracelet. And that, my friends, is why we love the Southern Shore. Drunken nobles all day long. Only a few more taps like that one, and we can get some proper treatment for Crag. Summer's coming, I think. What a propitious moment for you to walk into our lives, winsome stranger. My friends and I are collecting a small fee from everyone entering the city. A pittance, really. 50 gold pieces. Alright, so obviously we have now a bunch of different options to select, but I'm looking at mostly two here. One that has to do with bargaining and persuasion, and the other one that has to do with Seasoned Warrior. I think Seasoned Warrior sounds like a really fun response. As, I'm not sure, let's actually just read the bargain and persuasion one first. Your friend there seems perfectly healthy to me, other than being falling down drunk. If you wait a while, I'm sure he'll sober up nicely. Now how about you let me by? So we can either go for that, or we can go for piss off. Twigs like you are easily broken. I'm gonna go for Seasoned Warrior, because that's just hilarious in my opinion. I don't like this. I got a bad feeling about this, situation. Yes, I don't like the glint in this one's eye. Too much like steel. Ta-ta, hard man. Okay, there we go. That is actually amazing. Okay, yeah, so you can also see, by the way, there is a text log down in the bottom right of the screen, and you can see exactly what I needed to get to be able to be successful with that. So that's actually super nice. Anyway, let's go over here. I actually have no idea where to go, so let me have a quick look with the map screen. Okay, so there's a blacksmith of some kind, so you can go in there. The Temple of Alnarius, I don't know what that is. Bright Guard headquarters. I would like to look for the Adventurers Guild or the Mercenaries Guild or something like that, because I feel like that would be quite fun to actually become a mercenary, if we can do it. Squalid Home, Family House, Moran's Warehouse, Small Home, Royal Steeds. Right, okay, so I'm gonna go to Bright Guard headquarters. I think that might be a place that we want to check out, at least initially. It says, find the southern shore on Greybark Square. Oh, we're not actually moving. Oh, well, that's great. Literally thought I was moving there for a whole minute or something. Okay, so where do we have to go? Ah, hello there. Can I go in here? I apparently can. Alright, so I'm actually thinking we're going to go down here to the exit, because we want to go to Greybark Square. That is the main thing. What is this over here, though? See, now this is the problem with RPGs for me. I mean, it's not so much a problem as it is a very intriguing thing. Every single time I see a new area, I think to myself, oh yes, I must check it out. I must check it out immediately. I must see what's actually going on here. Is there any secret? Is there any NPC that I can speak to or something like that? And there we go. We have found Greybark Square. And we have entered the square and now have entered a cutscene. Hey look, something is going on. Thank you for stopping this miscreant. Thank Arnarius, there are still a few honest citizens to be found in Isilmerald. I hope you're okay. And then we can say, no, I'm not okay. There's a tightness in my left shoulder just here. I think I might have pulled something. Or, and I hope there's a good reason why you're chasing this fellow down a crowded street. Someone might have broken his neck. I'm going to say that one. Yes, the best of reasons, my good sir. Property and lore, the two pillars of our civilization, which this elf has chosen to piss upon.
You don't... You can't... How dare you, sir? Do you dare imply that I am a thief?
No, sir, I do not imply anything. I say outright that you are a thief. I say you came into my shop, the fruit of my several decades as a goldsmith, and filched my property from a display case I had briefly unlocked for the benefit of Lady Gildsby. And I say that a man should stick to beer or watered wine during the day and leave hard liquor and whiskey until evening. But we plainly disagree about that as well. Enough. Give him a hard shake, lads. That piece would pay both your wages for a month. I want that ring. Nothing. Check him again. Did you check his boots? Beneath his collar? Check the lining of his sleeves. His kind have 1,000 tricks. Nope, nothing. He ain't got it, Master Moran. There you have it. No ring, no crime. Or, if you ever get tired of hawking jewelry, you and your goons should try your hand at street performing. This is the best show I've seen in weeks. Or, he probably swallowed it. That's what I would have done. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say, if you ever get tired of hawking jewelry... I mean, I don't have any outlaw skill, as far as I'm aware, so I won't be able to really select this, so I'm going to go for the second one. Unbelievable. Come on, you two. We've already wasted half the day on this fool. Alright, so now I can interact with this guy.
This is why I love the big city. Excitement, thrills, always meeting new people. Speaking of which, nice to meet you. Call me Hamlin, please.
So, did you actually lift a ring from that man's shop? You mean this shiny trinket? One sleepless night grumbling about the injustices of Isilmerald, and he'll have forgotten all about it. So you are a thief. You stole that man's property. I ought to frog march you back to his store and see you face justice, or I must congratulate you. Well played, Hamlin. I'm gonna say well played. Thank you, sir. You know, I believe you and I have something in common. We both have the aura of adventure about us. We are gentle people of the road, you and I, destined for greater things than farming or learning a trade. What say we throw in together? Yes, I like the sound of that.
Fantastic. Let us carry on then.
Alright, so now we have another member. Yes, we have another member. I am super, super pleased about this. Okay, so he is going to be our brewing and dyeing or drying person. Yes, no, hopefully not dying. And he also has shady dealings as well as hide and sneak and picking locks. I'm going to actually just max out picking locks as fast as possible so that we can get into places. And we're probably going to have him be like a bow character, so I'm going to increase his bow skill. And he also has a new ability to select. I actually have no idea what to go for. Physical capabilities, next backstab attack, next attack is criticals. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the more critical version right there. Oh, he actually leveled up again. Okay, we're gonna go for more brewing and drying then. Gonna go for more picking locks, massive amounts of picking locks, and then we'll go for small blades as well, just to kind of even him out a little bit. And then we're gonna be selecting everyone and moving. Oh yes, there we go, find the southern shore. So let me see if I can find the southern shore. Where is that? Probably going to be, yep, it's the Tavern. It is the Tavern. Oh yes, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what we are going to find in there. I mean, it's called Finding Paths, so I assume we're going to find a path. Are we not? Talk to Lord Markhem inside the southern shore. There is Lord Markhem himself. Please, I intended to pay you with the bracelet, just as I said. I had it a moment ago. Well... obviously, I didn't intend to cheat you, Lord Durbert. The facts seem to belie your claims, Lord Markhem. It appears to me that you went all in on a bluff, and now that you've lost the round, you're crying out of pocket. I've long envied that bracelet of yours. It's the only reason I accepted your wager. You know, the Bright Guards stay clear of this quarter. You'd best find a way to settle your debt, and soon, unless you'd rather make your excuses to my friend Bafladak. This is quite the predicament. It seems we're both going to be staying in the southern shore for a good long time. Alright, so yeah, let's talk to him then now. What do you want? Unless you've appeared from the ether to return my mysteriously mislaid bracelet, I have no desire to talk. I have enough of my own troubles to keep me busy. I don't have your bracelet to return, sir, but I know who took it. Well, can you retrieve it for me? My associate Lord Durbert is done talking, and I am unable at the moment to leave this establishment. Of course, there will be a generous reward in it for you, kind sir. Alright, so find the cerulean bracelet. It used to be carried by Horomil. Horomil? Who is that? Do I know that? Wait a minute, I know that guy. Yes, it's those guys that we met at the very beginning of entering the town. Ah, there we go. So that is who we are going to have to hunt down next. But you know what? That's going to be it for this episode. And if you'd like to check out Black Geyser for yourself and play in this wonderful world, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.